Have you been wanting to create your own app? Well, let me show you how with Jotform's AI App Builder. Hey Jotformers, welcome back. I'm Kimberly, and like I mentioned, if you have been wanting to make an app, or maybe you have made an app in the past and you know that it could be so much better, AI App Builder can definitely take it to that next level for you. So as you can see, I'm currently in the desktop version of my workspace. And for this, we're going to go to the top left-hand corner. I'm going to choose to create. We're going to choose app. And then of course, down at the bottom, we have all of our normal options, but right up here, we have create your app with AI. Now you can see you can choose from some of these pre-populated sentences, basically, to kind of get you an idea of how you can start building. But you can also upload something, maybe a PDF, a guide, a manual, or maybe add in a link to your website that could help with branding. But I'm going to go ahead and paste in a prompt that I already have. You can see it's not much longer than the others. It's just a couple of sentences, but it's telling it exactly what I need. And if you're familiar with AI, you know that the more information you give it, the better the outcome is going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and hit send. And we can see it automatically starting to build this app for us. On the right-hand side of the screen, we can visually see it come together, but on the left-hand side of the screen, we can see the task progress that it's going to go through. And we can see that right now that there are 8 tasks. Now, one of the great things about this is you can see right here, it is creating the resources. So it is creating every form that we need. And if you looked at my prompt, we do need a payment form, we need a registration form. So we are going to have a consent form going in there. It can even create AI agents for us as well. So you don't have to have all of these assets. Your AI app builder will build it for you. Now, once everything is done and ready to go, you can do everything through Poto, which is Poto AI over there on the left. We can add, delete pages. We can change the overall color scheme, and you'll see you don't even have to worry about the layout. It is doing everything for you. Now, another thing that you can do with this is you can play with some conditional logic, because sometimes conditional logic can be a little hard sometimes. So sometimes in our brain, we know exactly what we want to happen, but let's say I'm going to click right here on this section right here. If I choose the properties button, we see actions and conditions. So if we choose action, what do you want to happen when users click on these camp highlights? You can see they can visit a URL, we can make a call, we can open an edit screen, and then conditions, we can have this visible to everyone, or we can have this little element here only available to users, to everyone, or to admin. So you get to choose what that looks like. But let's go ahead and do a quick scroll. So we have get started, we have our welcome page, and then down here at the bottom, you can see we have some that are completely closed off. You have to be logged in or an admin to see. So we have all the forms in one place, track every requirement, perfect. This is great. This is the home. We can register our child. We can finish those health consent forms. This is my kids that I have going to camp. Perfect. And then you have each child's profile, and you can see which forms are going to be required. Now, one thing that is really nice is this is going to have a widget builder already included. So on the left-hand side, if I choose the plus sign, we have all of our basic form elements. So if you want to manually drag and drop things in, you can. But we also have widgets. And we have a ton of widgets to choose from. And of course, you can always search for one. But sometimes the widgets that we have aren't exactly what you need. But you can see that it is pulling data and it's saving our widgets. We'll be able to see it in just a minute. But it is looking at this parent and this child's information. It's going to tell us if the required forms are filled out and if they need to fill out those specific forms. So that is an example of a public facing custom widget. I have one that we can use. I'm going to go ahead and pull Poto back up. Perfect. Another thing, you can see that it's already suggesting what other things it can do for us, like a next step option. But I am going to ask it to add an admin panel. We already have one, but it allows the admin to upload photos of campers and create a page where each users can view these images. So let's go ahead and do that. So this is going to create a separate space just for admins, so that way they can upload those pictures. Perfect. Adding a clean camper workflow. Good deal. So you can see that it's busy building our camper gallery, and it's also going to add in on the admin page, right, on the admin panel, the place to upload photos. Perfect. You can see the camper gallery, and then as soon as you click on one of these, Leo Martinez, it's going to bring you down here and change this to Leo Martinez. Very, very simple. Now, let's say that I want to change the colors. Can you change the color scheme to be the blues from Jotform.com? So let's see if it can do that. And another great thing about this is as you're making these changes, if you decide, you know what, never mind, I liked that yellow/orange, you can easily choose to undo an action to put it back the way it was. All right, perfect. So now we see that blue. If I come back over to Poto, we see we have that undo option if we want to go back. All right, if we come to the top, it's going to automatically create data tables for you. So we can see all of these kids who are already added in as our campers, as well as information, including medical notes and their child's photo. We already have that in here. And as more people fill out that information, this will grow. Now, if we come over here to settings, we have the ability to change the app name and icon. We have the ability to change the splash screen. If we don't like these colors, we can absolutely change it. We also have push notifications, which is really nice for the parent. So you can turn this on and you can have them edit their permission request. If they choose to allow notifications, you can send a push notification to the parent saying like, hey, today we're doing this, and at 2 p.m. your child will be doing this. So that way they know where their child is and what they are doing. And then down here under AI chatbot, you can add an AI agent. Let's go ahead and look at the templates. I'm gonna do a quick search for summer camp. And so you have a summer camp AI agent. You can easily use this agent, and in the training option, you can add all of your camp's details, all those frequently asked questions. So that way your users can chat after hours. Maybe you guys are already asleep and they have questions. They can easily chat with that AI agent. Under publish, if you want, you can embed this on the camp's website, or you can easily copy this link and send it out through the appropriate channels. But let's go ahead and open in a new tab. And you can see we have that add to home screen. I'm gonna go ahead and X out of that, and you'll see, since we're on a desktop, we do have this QR code over in the corner. So that way, if people do want to scan it to add it as an app on their home screen, they can. I'm gonna go and X out of that, and we'll choose to allow. And then we have home, we have my children, we have all the different camp forms, we have that admin panel, perfect. And then we have more camper gallery and photo uploads. So let's go ahead and look at what the photo uploads look like. We can upload the camper photo, and here is that form for the admins to use to fill out. And it's as simple as that. If you have any questions about how to create your own app using Jotform's AI App Builder, let us know down below in the comments. If you like this video and you got some value, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so you get notification every time we put out a new video. I'll see you next time.